Hey, what's up guys? So in this video it was raining and I had to wear my GoPro waterproof housing, and the audio is not that good with it, so I'm just going to make the whole fishing part of the video like b-roll, and then at the end of the video I'll explain to you guys kind of what I was using and how I was catching these fish. So stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Lucid.
Alright guys, so the main lure I was using to catch all these fish, I was using two lures to catch them, but the main one I was using was a spinnerbait, and the other one was a chatterbait. And the reason I chose to use a spinnerbait for fishing this time was because, for one, spinnerbaits are really good in like muddier water, and the water was muddy from the rain, and then two, the rain, and then three, it was cloudy. So the rain, the clouds, and the muddy water cuts off a ton of visibility for the fish. So when you fish a spinnerbait, you might feel it kind of vibrating. The blades make a good vibration in the water, and that can kind of attract the fish. It can help the fish find where the bait is. And another thing I was using was a trailer. And normally when I fish a spinnerbait, I just fish it bare, kind of like this, with just the skirt. But in the muddy water, I like to use a trailer just so it can be more of a bigger presentation. And another big key is to use a trailer hook, and that's just because, you know, in the muddy water and the low visibility, the fish might short strike it, or it might barely just nip the tail of it, and you'll lose a lot of fish if you're just using the main hook. And so a trailer hook is really good, and I probably wouldn't have caught half those fish if it wasn't for the trailer hook. So the other thing that I used was a black spinnerbait. The first fish that I caught, I was using a black spinnerbait, and then I lost it, and so I had to switch to like a chatterbait. And then the next day I got another black spinnerbait, and I caught my first fish on a big black spinnerbait. And I was also using a trailer with that. So the black spinnerbait is there's four things to lose the fish's visibility, I guess. It was early morning, rain, muddy water, and clouds. And so the fish is going to be looking for mainly just a big presentation, you know, just a big black like silhouette of a big shad or something. And so where I was fishing was, I was fishing up, there's this big kind of weed bed, like a big grass patch, I guess. And normally these fish kind of hang around that in the summer when it all grows in, but right now it was just kind of the stalks of it. And I think what happened was, the rain was kind of washing all the little bugs and all the little minerals or whatever that can attract the smaller fish, and then the smaller fish were attracting the bass into that big like patch of grass or weeds, or I don't know exactly what it's called, but I think that's what was really a key in the whole thing. I did catch them by the rocks and stuff, but that's where I caught most of my fish, was by grass and kind of in the muddier water, because I think that's where all the bait fish was. So So next time you want to fish in the rain, you know, I didn't think I was going to catch anything, and before that day I wasn't catching anything at the river. I didn't know what it was. For some reason the fish were just not biting, but as soon as the rain started and the water got, I don't know what it was, I think it was just a change, like a big drastic change in conditions, I guess, but for the fish, like there's just something just turned them on, and I think they were just starting to feed up, and a spinnerbait was definitely a good choice to use in muddier water situations. If they're not biting moving baits, I would say get a big jig with like a big presentation on it, like a big jig with a big trailer on it, and maybe even spray some scent on that if you like to use scent. It can kind of help them smell out the fish. You can use scent on like a spinnerbait or something, but I think most of my strikes off of spinnerbait was a reaction strike, and with more of a jig or a like, I don't know, maybe a worm or something, you're going to get more of a hunger strike. So keep that in mind next time you're fishing in muddy water or raining or just dark conditions. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.